Yo, you say you met her that night?
Met her that night, yeah.
I've been a wingman to a few people, man.
What's up? Pandemic Sports. We're back, baby. Super Bowl week.
We back. If you thought we're one and done, you're wrong.
Chiefs and 49ers. Last time these two teams played, it was followed by a global pandemic. Let's hope that doesn't happen this time.
Awful for our country. Awful for our world.
Kick it off for us.
Super Bowl week. Can the Chiefs become a dynasty? That's what's on the line here. The headline of all headlines, World Cup final, going to be hosted at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Not New York, New Jersey. That is squarely in New Jersey.
Yo, FIFA, Red Bull Arena, ever heard of it? It's got real grass.
It's also in New Jersey.
If Messi's playing there, you gotta put that grass in.
Jets or Giants players must be losing their mind just a little bit. Also, Birds going to Brazil.
Go Birds!
Eagles gonna play the first ever NFL game in São Paulo.
All right, we're talking Jersey and Brazil. There's only one guy to call.
Hello?
Ring, ring,
Yo!
ring, ring.
What's good?
Big week for Jersey this week.
You know, we've been flying under the radar ever since The Sopranos ended, so it's finally nice to make a splash. Let's go.
Eagles gonna play the first ever NFL game in Brazil, São Paulo. Fabi, do they even watch American football down there?
For sure. Os brasileiros gostam do futebol americano, and they're gonna play at Corinthians Stadium, who's known to have a very rowdy fan base. I feel like that's a great parallel. It's a great decision for the Eagles.
Fabi, how do you say run the damn ball in Portuguese?
Corre a porra do bola! Caralho!
Listen up, Sirianni.
How do you say, what the heck are we doing?
Que caralho estamos fazendo?
What about fly, Eagles, fly?
Voa, guias! Voa, guias!
Voa guias. Voa guias.
So we got to talk about our favorite Super Bowl memories.
Jon Korn, who grew up in suburban Philadelphia, grew up a Giants fan.
I might have lied about this for a little while and said it was just my dad because I didn't really want to get into exactly where it came from. But yeah, I got it. My dad's a Packers fan. He's a shareholder of the Packers. Yeah. So he was never like a big Eagles fan. Wasn't like forcing that down me. I was picking teams when I was younger. I picked the Pirates for a while, rolled with them as a baseball team. Phillies won the Allegiance in 93 run though. And so that became official. Phillies fan for life, Flyers fan for life, Sixers fan for life. But yeah, picked the Giants when I was a little guy and got a couple Super Bowl rings when I was young. Solidified it.
I wish I was a Giants fan. All the kids were either Jets or Giants fans growing up. And I ended up choosing the Bears. And it was probably the worst sporting decision I've ever made in my life. But, you know, it is what it is. You could be a Jets fan, so it could be even worse.
Take me to February 2007. You got the Rex Grossman-led Bears playing Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. Where were you and what were you feeling when Devin Hester ran that opening kick back to the house?
I was in New Jersey at my boy Gagis's house.
Shout out Gaggis.
It was the best moment of my life. Like, I was like, oh, we're winning the Super Bowl. Opening kickoff, it's already 7-0. I was like, wow, we're going to stomp on these boys. Like, this isn't even going to be close.
Intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Hayden.
We kind of popped our load a little too early, huh?
May run it back all the way. He does.
Greatest Super Bowl of all time. No doubt about it. Never going to convince me there's a better Super Bowl than the underdog Giants taking down the greatest team of all time in a category all by itself. David Tyree in the helmet catch to save Giants' hopes.
Where'd you watch the game?
I was in Hoboken, New Jersey. I was living there at the time. An important day in my life for more than just sporting reasons because I met my wife that night while we were high-stepping down Washington Street.
And you got to talk to David Tyree and basically thank him for creating your children.
Yeah, I got to show David Tyree my 3 kids, and they wouldn't be on this earth if it wasn't for him and his catch. We got the opportunity to sit down with David Tyree, and just one of the most epic interviews that I've ever been a part of. One of the best underdog stories in any sport. Let's check out some of our talk with David Tyree.
Play was, I'll never forget, 76 max YSL Union. That means I got a post on the outside, Steve Smith outbreaking route. There were 2 miracles that happened in that play when Eli Manning did his best Michael Vick impression, Vanilla Vick. I'm the black guy who can't jump. And all I can remember is he slips out, kind of looked like he seen me in this Chariots of Fire, slow motion.
I think that was the greatest, maybe, victory or greatest upset of all time. But as far as games go,
Greatest underdog story.
that Eagles versus Patriots game was high scoring, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Big Dick Nick coming in clutch. I don't know. I think as far as games go, that one was way more entertaining.
When Carson Wentz went down, Eagles fans had zero confidence in Nick Foles. We played the Falcons in the divisional playoff game, and Eagles offense in the first half, they can't move the ball at all.
Leonard sends 4, Foles in trouble, and looking downfield, throwing, and a little too high.
End of the first half, Foles throws it right to a Falcons defensive back.
Foles gets it downfield, look out, and
Hits him in the knee.
Very bizarre. It hits his knee.
Ball just bounces into the air, into the outstretched arms of Torrey Smith. That set us up for a field goal. Some might say luck, I say preordained. And since that play, Nick Foles turned into the greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
Foles able to get away and throw. Pass is caught, touchdown!
For the next 10 quarters, I've never seen a QB more on fire. Just dime after dime after dime, going toe-to-toe with the greatest of all time. At the height of his powers, the greatest Super Bowl ever.
I thought for sure Eagles were getting it.
Big game, couple days away. Who do you got winning?
Keep it on script. Taking the points with KC.
This is my theory. All right, Taylor at the Super Bowl, they're already going to get that. That said, if you look at the odds, because Vegas also has a say in this. I think the 49ers are the favorite right now. They're begging people to bet the Chiefs. They're begging. If the 49ers win, the bookies win. And so I personally think Brock Purdy hasn't played his best game in the playoffs yet. I don't think the 49ers have played their best game yet. I'm going with the Niners, baby. Let's take a look at some of these bets. Is there anything that you're locking in?
Christian McCaffrey scoring a touchdown is an automatic. It's a given. For the Chiefs, Isaiah Pacheco, the thing I like about him is he can take it to the house from like 40 yards out, and they give it to him in the red zone. He's definitely getting one. Parlay those together, McCaffrey and Pacheco, that's plus 150. Feels like a pretty safe bet to me.
Love it, Shwin.
All right, that takes care of this episode of Fandemic.
At Fandemic Sports.
Like, subscribe.
We out.